Welcome to B.Tech, my dear students. In this session we are going to discuss about corrosion. In corrosion, generally we discuss about the definition of the corrosion, examples of the corrosion, and causes or reasons of the corrosion, and impact or effects of the corrosion. So in this introduction of corrosion, the first one is the definition. What is corrosion? Corrosion means the destruction or deterioration of the metal by chemical or electrochemical processes is called as corrosion. That means the metal, when exposed to environment, or when it is present in chemical environment, or when it is present in a chemical solution, then the metal will undergo some destruction or deterioration. That deterioration or disintegration or destruction of the metal is called as corrosion. Corrosion generally observed in iron metal. Iron metal easily involves in corrosion when it is exposed to atmosphere or when it is exposed to some chemicals like acids or bases. So iron undergoes corrosion, and due to that corrosion, rust will be formed on the surface of the metal. So if the metal or if the iron converts into a rust, or the rust is formed on the surface of the metal, that indicates that that iron involves in the corrosion. So due to that corrosion or formation of the rust over the surface of the iron, the strength of the iron decreases. Okay, this is the example of the rust, and the formula of the rust is the iron oxide with some water molecules. So the combination of iron oxide and water molecules is the formula of the rust. It may be the number of water molecules may be varied. Next one is the copper metal also involves in corrosion. Copper metal, when exposed to atmospheric conditions, it forms the mixture of CuCO3 and CuOH twice. That means copper carbonate and copper hydroxide. This is the green colored film on the surface of the copper metal. So if copper produces or forms this type of the green film over the surface of that metal, the formula is the mixture of copper carbonate and copper hydroxide. So this is the green film formula. So these two are the main examples of the formation of corrosion over the metals. What is the reason or cause of the corrosion? Corrosion mainly forms due to the stability of the metal, or due to the decreasing in the stability or increasing in the thermodynamic stabilities. Due to the differences between those stability values, the corrosion may be formed over the surface of the metal. Generally, we can first discuss about the ore. What is ore? Ore is the metallic compound. Ore is the metallic compound available in earth crust. That means generally ores are formed by the metal oxides, sulfides, carbonates, and sulfates. That means the metal oxides, metal sulfides, metal carbonates, and metal sulfates or metal chlorides are generally considered as ores or metallic ores. The ore is always has very less energy. Ore has very less energy. That means it is thermodynamically very stable in nature. Thermodynamically very stable in nature. So for our use, the ores are extracted from the earth and they are converted into metallic form. That means the equation indicates that the ore of the metal involves in the metallurgical process and pure metal is extracted from the metal. So this is one of the process. In this process, the stable, thermodynamically stable ore of the metal or metallic ore converts into pure metal with less stable or unstable, thermodynamically very unstable pure metal. Due to this instability, the metals in the pure form also, some of the metals in the pure form also involves in the corrosion by reacting with environmental compounds or environmental gases like oxygen, sulfur, chlorides, etc. So these pure metals generally involves in corrosion and converts into corroded metal by the loss of energy. So due to the loss of the energy in the conversion of the pure metal into corroded metal in the process corrosion, the corroded metal will be again thermodynamically very stable. That means ore of the metal and corroded metals are very stable according to thermodynamics, but pure metal is very less stable according to the thermodynamics. So always the variation in the stability, that means ore converts into pure metal and pure metal converts into corroded metal due to the processes like metallurgical process and corrosion. So this is the main cause of the corrosion. Next one, what are the effects of the corrosion? Corrosion, due to the corrosion, the metal destructed or disintegrated or deteriorated. That means the metallic properties are lost or the efficiency of the metal losses. Next one, it is difficult, always it is difficult to replace the corroded equipment. So the productivity decrease in industries. Next, it also increase the maintenance cost and production cost, and it also leads to the contamination of the product. These are the main defects or effects of the corrosion. This is the main introduction about the corrosion. We will continue in the next session. Thank you very much.